Hello viewers, good morning, evening, afternoon, from wherever you're watching. You are onto the Mickey Mouse class, a channel where mathematics is the Mr. 5. Today, briefly, we'll be looking at prime factors. But before we delve into what we have for today, we have to have an understanding of what factors are and what prime numbers are. The first one is factors. What are factors? The factors of a number are those whole numbers that divide the number exactly. What do we mean? That means they divide the number without leaving a remainder. I take a quick example. For example, 15. If you are asked what are the factors of 15, that means you have to mention those numbers that can divide 15 without a remainder. The first one, you have 1. 1 can divide 15 without leaving a remainder. 1 will divide 15 to give us 15. 1 is a factor of every other number. That means 1 will divide any number you can think of. When 1 divides any number, the result is that number. For example, 14. When 1 divides 14, the answer will be 14. When 1 divides 20, the answer will be 20. Now, the next one, 2 cannot divide 15. Therefore, 2 is not a factor of 15. 2 will divide 15 to give me 7, remainder 1. So there is a remainder, so 2 is not a factor of 15. The next factor of 15 we have is 3. Because 3 can cut exactly into 15 to give me 5. The next factor is 5. Because 5 we cut into 15 to give me 3. And the last factor of 15 is 15 itself. So 1 is a factor of every number. The number itself is a factor of itself. 15 is a factor of 15. Because 15 will divide 15 to give me 1. Now that we have had an understanding of factors, the next one, what are prime numbers? Prime numbers. Prime numbers. For us to have an understanding of prime factors, we also have to have an understanding of what prime numbers are. Now, what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are numbers that have just 2 factors, itself and 1. Example of prime numbers, you have 2. 2 has 2 factors. Remember what we said earlier about factors? Numbers that can divide another number exactly without leaving a remainder. The 2 factors of 2 are 1, because 1 is a factor of every number, and itself 2. The next prime number example, you have 3. 3 can be divided by 1 and can be divided by 3 itself. Let's look at 4. Is 4 a prime number? No, 4 is not a prime number because 4 can be divided by 1, can be divided by 2, and can be divided by 4 itself. So it doesn't qualify to be a prime number because it has 3 factors. And earlier we said that prime numbers are numbers that have just 2 factors. Now the next thing, having had an understanding of what prime numbers are and what factors are, now let us examine prime factors. Prime factors are the factors of a number that are prime numbers, that are prime. What do I mean? Prime factors. For example, I can be asked to list the factors of 12. The factors of 12. That means those numbers that can divide 12. I can be asked to list them. I have 1 times 12. I have 2 times 6. I have 3 times 4. Read it downwards, upwards. So the factors of 12 are 1. Factors of 12. 1. We have 1. We have 2. We have 3. Then we have 4. Then we have 6. and 12 itself. If you are asked to list the prime factors of 12, that means you should choose the factors of 12 that are prime numbers. Is 1 a prime number? No. So I cannot include it. Because 1 does not qualify to be a prime number, because 1 has only one factor, which is 1 itself. And the condition we said for prime numbers is that it must have 2 factors. 1 has only one factor, so 1 does not qualify to be a prime number. Now look at 2. Is it a prime number? Yes, because it has 2 factors. It's a prime number. That means 2 is a prime factor of 12, since it is a prime number. Now 3, yes, 3 is a prime number. 4, no, it doesn't qualify to be a prime number. It has more than 2 factors. 6, no, 6 does not qualify too, because the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. And 12 does not qualify to be a prime number. So the prime factors of 12 are prime factors of 12 are 2 and 3, because those are the numbers that can divide 12 and are also prime numbers. Now we can take example. You can have an example of, let's say example 1. Let's take something. You can be asked to express 24 as a product of its prime numbers. You can be given a question like that: express 24 as a product of its prime numbers. What does that mean? The first thing, you put 24, start listing out the factors of 24. That's 1 times 24. What can I multiply 1 with to give me 24? That's 24. So 1 times 24, I go to the next number, next counting or natural number. I have 2. 2 times what will give me 24? That's 2 times 12. I go to the next one. Can 3 times anything give me 24? Yes. 3 times 8. I go to the next counting number, 4. Can 4 times anything give me 24? Yes. 4 times 6. I go to the next one. Can 5 times anything give me 24? No. So I move to the next one, 6. 6 times 4 is already here. So these are the factors of 24. I read it downwards and upwards. So factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Now it says express 24 as a product of its prime factors. That means I should put it in a way that I identify the prime numbers. Then when I multiply the prime numbers, I will get 24. Now the first prime number here is 2. The next one is what? 3. 2 and 3. So 24 will be equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. This is 24 as a product of its prime factors, because 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 3, 24. That's the first method you can use. You can use another method. Method 2, I put 24 as though I'm doing LCM. I put 24 here. Then what do? I begin to use prime numbers to divide it. The first prime number I can use to divide it is 2. So 2 in 24, that will be 12. The next one I can use, I can see is 2. 2 in 12, that's 6. I can still use another number, 2 2 in 6 will give me 3. 3. Now I'm left with 3. I cannot use 2 again. I use 3 to divide. So 3 here, 1. So the prime numbers of, especially 24 as a product of its prime numbers will give us 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 3, 24. You can try out other examples. For example, at home, you can try out numbers like 90, express 90 as a product of its prime factor. You can express 90 as a product of its prime factor. You can express 48 as a product of its prime factor. You can express 45 as a product of its prime factors. You can tackle this and we'll see in the next class. Remain blessed. Thank you.